GM guys, Bitcoin at all-time high. What do we do now? So I want to start with this meme. I think a pretty funny one to see where we are, So the guys were saying we are here. I think we are more like in this phase where it's getting easy, like banana zone, when price go up. So in this video, we are going to discuss a bit about the market, what to do next and everything. So two things. First thing, join my Telegram group on the description. 2 alpha group coming up, made for the bull run on like how to extract as much as possible during the bull run. So they are very important to follow. It's always the same thing, during a bull market, you want to spend time on the market. You want to make sure you are working with the right people, chatting with the right people to not miss any opportunity and to extract as much as possible. So of course, everything I will mention in this video is not a financial advice, and let's move to the market. So the craziest thing about this Bitcoin all-time highs, I think is the first thing we have a Bitcoin all-time high with such good perpetuals order flows. So we can see that the funding here are very, very healthy. What it means that people who are buying Bitcoin are here to buy Bitcoin over the long term. They are not here to speculate with leverage and whatsoever. So that's very, very cool. So we have Billy here up 63%. I shielded it on Twitter, so make sure to follow me. We're going to go on my Twitter later on to show a few things. But we entered like yesterday, shielded and up 63%. So of course, these are markets where it's easy to make money. And so everybody thinks they are genius, but it's because the market is easy. But it's also when you want to take risk and you want to be smart on how you take risk to make sure you do the most from your crypto. And so that was kind of like random, but also kind of like predicted. We are trying to generate alpha. The things we want is like entering into a trade. The trade doesn't have drawdowns, gets like in profits. We take profits and then we are happy. Second thing is I'm not going to discuss about my thesis, my crypto thesis for the bull market in this video. I will do a dedicated video, a very important one, because I have tweaked a bit my strategy to try to optimize it towards this bull market. But otherwise we had like this such super strong like Bitcoin rally, Ethereum lagging a bit behind, but still decent pump. Pleased to have that. And of course, Solana, it. I love it. And I love when Solana is giving us like such like upsides moves. I fucking love it, Another thing, of course, if you look at coin market caps, prices are going up quite a lot, but some coins are really overperforming. Let's take Binance coin, for example, on 16 days up 13% when Solana is up 60%, when even NIA is up like more, Pepe up even more, Tao a bit more. So that's why in the bull market, the assets you choose are changing a bit. You can be a bit more aggressive, take a bit more risk. Does make sense. But make sure you manage risk properly. I think let's talk about leverage. Guys, what's going on? In the last 24 hours, we had like over more than $500 million like liquidations. And quite like similar on both sides. Guys, be careful with leverage. It's not the time to lose money a dumb way. Make sure you manage risk properly. Make sure you don't follow guys on Twitter who are telling you to go nuts on leverage, because these guys don't make money off trading. They make money off like affiliation and everything. So be careful with that, guys. So most important thing about this video is like where is money coming from and why Bitcoin is going up. I think we had Trump, US elections. We know Trump is a fucking like crypto bull, and like he's very positive about crypto, especially that the previous people running the US, I would say Senate and everything, are kind of like bearish or against crypto. So that's the first thing. Second thing is like speculations about will Trump or will any big country say that they are building like Bitcoin reserves, and if they do so, it can go like nuts. So that's why we have a bunch of like, I would say, hedge fund managers, asset managers shilling Bitcoin quite a lot because it's a way for them to sell something to their clients, something new to make them FOMO. What I love about this pump is like, I think when Bitcoin started pumping super hard, gold went down. And I really love that, we feel perhaps we start to have some rotation and everything. So yeah, but definitely the Bitcoin ETF has so much traction. And I think it's also why ETH is ramping up a bit, is because ETH is having a bit of like ETF traction. And I think when Bitcoin will be a bit higher, perhaps investors will say, okay, Ethereum is a good like risk reward. And so I want to allocate to ETH. But make sure you manage risk properly, guys. Make sure you manage risk properly. The highest ever BTC inflow, 1.3 billion. Madness. And BlackRock, of course, leading the way bigly. So that's the thing. Not leaking too much my new crypto thesis, I would say, to try to improve, to make sure like I'm making this bull market, guys. I don't have any other choice to make it during this bull market, and we all have the same duty, create generational wealth. So first thing first, we had Kaiser sale last week. Very cool one. Happy about this project. We have coming up sales, and I think it's bull market, so we have like some sales. Like the upcoming sales will be always full. So that's something very cool. So a bunch of sales coming in, and I think this is what we are saying about VC is like VC is about making sure that you allocate constantly. People want to time the market too much regarding VC, but you have a big lag when it comes to VC. So that's why you want to anticipate what will be the next big thing and make sure that also you understand that you have to manage risk the proper way, do as many deals and keep allocating. VC game is like you do 100 deal, you will have perhaps 2 big winners. And to maximize to have the big winners, you want to do as many deals as possible that are smart. Be careful, it's not like allocating everywhere. Handpick like your deals the proper way. And here on Kaiser, bullish Kaiser, because I think we are at a stage in crypto where the AI infrastructure are decent, but because of like the demand and like the growth of agent, the AI infrastructure will need to be even better and even more accessible to be a bit more mainstream for people to use these agents and everything. So that's why I think Kaiser have a lot of room to grow. But we'll see what the future has thought for us. Make sure you follow Q42 on Twitter, guys, to make sure like we have some giveaways. We have the Jira draw that is coming up very soon. We have some giveaways and everything. So guys, so it's full market, so you have some free stuff. So make sure you participate, you engage, and you will probably get some rewards. So now we are on my Twitter. Make sure you follow. That's my quant. Trying to post like more, I would say, easy to understand or like more activable content. This is the feedback I got. So yeah, and I think also like the listings mania will get back pretty soon. I think it's just about waiting a bit more, but it will take like a few weeks. But I think at some point listings will become very juicy and like people will want to go on listings. So yesterday, yeah, we shield Billy's, of course, as always, not a financial advice. Don't use leverage. I don't want to be responsible. Try to understand what you're doing. I was just trying to post like sometimes when I have some convictions and I'm taking the trade too. But sometimes I'm taking like a trade that is 0.1% of my folio. So if it doesn't go the proper way, I don't care, and I don't most of the time don't use leverage. But yeah, Billy had a good timing. We're looking at to juice a bit up, figure out an alpha, and these are like the perfect trades. Because when you enter and then you just have the thing pumping, that's just the best. Because the goal of that is like we enter Billy, we take some profit when we figure out most of the returns have been made, so the expected value of being long on the trade is going down quite a lot. We exit, we get back some USDC, and we move to another coin. And so the goal is like to do like 20%, 70%, 40%, but have like this like velocity on like a part of our capital to play the bull market on this side of things. But making sure that we have also like doing VC, doing all these things to diversify the portfolio and to optimize the performance we're going to have during this bull market. Because I think some big wins are coming up from VC and that really can be life-changing. So yeah, that was it, guys. But a dedicated video will come on that. I try to stay below 10 minutes, otherwise I don't know, try to stay below 10 minutes. I also like shield a bit STX, wanted to find a bit more like risk on my Bitcoin. So I entered a bit STX because I thought it was going to move up quite a lot. So I was like, okay, let's sell like 0.5, 1% of my Bitcoin, for example, and go in STX. Just thinking out loud here. On Ethereum, I was surprised because actually it hasn't dumped that much, but we had like, of course, this liquidity. It's bull market, so people are posting liquidity to catch those flash crash, and we have seen that during like this small dump, like of like 4%, which is of course big, but it's crypto. We had like this open interest get smashed, funding rates going a bit high, so not optimal, but you can see that the market is like rinsing everybody. So that's the cool thing. So that's why be careful with leverage, and we underestimate how many guys are using leverage and how it impacts the market. Okay, so sorry for guys still on Atom. If you're still on Atom, just change your strategy or like figured out a better, like I would say, ecosystem where with people where we can like just chat about investing and everything. Because most of the thing is like by having some Atom, you are just underperforming the market so hard. So yeah, Kaiser was another like VC line on the folio. Solana all-time high like in 2021. And yeah, that's the thing. I think what we want to see is like on the Bitcoin dominance, these like during this time where like the retail can make as much money as possible. And this is where like, it's like mind-blowing what you can make. So I think the alt season will be perhaps in 2 phases, 3 phases, but less strong than what we have in the past. But I think we're going to have one. But I think in multiple phases would be like a bit different, perhaps the market a bit longer. Alt season that are less like strong, but like a bit longer, all these kind of things. Yeah, I think that's a tweet. I really like it a lot. It's like, I think Bitcoin is like doing all-time high and everything so strong. And like, I see everybody sleeping. So I'm like, what the fuck? Guys, this is like lifetime opportunity. That's why you want to be really in. But yeah, that was it, guys. That was it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to drop a comment, DM me if you want me to do a video on anything, and happy to do so. And any feedback's more than welcomed.